Knowledge is power.
In 30 seconds, Cersei Lannister didn't just threaten Littlefinger's life. She shattered his entire psychological framework and created a trauma that would haunt him forever. Today, we're breaking down every single line, and I'm going to show you the dark psychology of how you destroy someone's sense of self with steel and 3 words.
Power is power.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This isn't just a power play. This is psychological warfare at its most brutal. We're going line by line through the scene where Littlefinger learned that intelligence without force is just clever talk, and where Cersei demonstrated why overt power dominates covert manipulation every single time. By the end of this video, you'll understand the neuroscience of fear, narcissistic collapse, and why this moment fundamentally rewired Littlefinger's brain. Let's break it down.
Lord Baelish.
Your Grace.
Cold formality. She's establishing territory. He's showing deference. Notice how carefully Littlefinger speaks around Cersei. There's none of his usual confidence. He recognizes danger when he sees it. But he's about to make a fatal miscalculation about what kind of danger she represents.
I wonder if I might ask you for a favor.
This is false politeness. Cersei doesn't ask for favors, she gives commands. This is what psychologists call illusory choice. She's making it sound like a request, but it's actually a test of whether he recognizes the command underneath.
Of course, Your Grace.
He agrees immediately. He thinks he's playing along with social convention. He doesn't realize he's revealing his own vulnerability, showing he knows he has to obey.
Ned Stark's youngest daughter, Arya. We can't seem to locate her.
The agenda appears. We can't seem to locate her. Linguistic minimization, making a significant problem sound trivial. This is dominance through tone.
If she's escaped the capital, Winterfell seems the logical destination.
And yet my friends in the north report no sign of her.
She interrupts. She's already done that work. She's telling him, I'm ahead of you. Your analysis is redundant. This is crucial psychologically. She's establishing that his primary value, his intelligence, isn't particularly special. She has other sources. He's not unique.
Curious.
One word, neutral. When you don't have useful information, don't pretend you do.
If we choose to negotiate with the Starks, the girl has some value. Whoever finds her, well, you know what they say about Lannisters and debt.
She's dangling a reward while embedding a threat. If we choose to negotiate, implies there are violent alternatives.
Well, you could ask Varys where she is. She'll have an answer for you, whether you believe it.
Here's where Littlefinger makes his first error. He's attacking his rival instead of providing value. This is weak positioning.
Myself, I have always had a hard time trusting eunuchs. Who knows what they want?
And now he reveals his entire philosophy. Everyone wants something. If you can't identify desires, you can't predict them, and therefore can't control them. But here's the trap. By saying this, he's implying he is trustworthy because his desires are clear. Money, power, advancement. Predictable means controllable. He just told Cersei exactly how to manage him.
The Mockingbird. You created your own sigil, didn't you?
Topic shift. Suddenly, she pivots from business to personal history. You created your own sigil. Translation. You're not noble by birth. You're self-made. You don't belong to the natural order. This is both acknowledgement and insult.
Yes.
Appropriate for a self-made man with so many songs to sing.
So many songs to sing. This sounds like a compliment. It's a threat. It means you talk. You spread information. You're a gossip broker.
I'm glad you like it. Some people are fortunate enough to be born into the right family. Others have to find their own way.
The closest Littlefinger comes to defiance. He's implying his position is more legitimate because it's earned. This reveals his psychology. He genuinely believes merit beats birthright.
I heard a song once about a boy of modest means. found his way into the home of a very prominent family. He loved the eldest daughter. Sadly, she had eyes for another.
And there it is, the psychological strike. She just summarized his greatest humiliation, his unrequited love for Catelyn Tully, who chose Ned Stark over him. This is what psychologists call activating a core wound. Everyone has psychological injuries from their past. For Littlefinger, this is the core wound. His entire ambition traces back to being the low-born boy who wasn't good enough. Cersei just casually weaponized it like it's a song everyone knows. She's reminding him of his fundamental inadequacy. You were rejected. You weren't good enough. You'll never be good enough.
When boys and girls live in the same home, awkward situations can arise.
Yes, awkward things happen when people live together. So what? I've moved past it. But he can't leave it there. His ego won't let him. She just wounded him, and he needs to wound her back.
Sometimes I've heard even brothers and sisters develop certain affections. And when those affections become common knowledge...
Here it comes. Watch the setup. He's being careful, deliberate. Sometimes, I've heard, plausible deniability. He's not accusing directly, he's just mentioning something he's heard. Brothers and sisters develop certain affections. There's the accusation. Incest, Cersei and Jaime. And when those affections become common knowledge, the ellipses, the pause, he's letting that threat hang in the air. He's making her visualize what happens if this secret gets out.
Well, that is an awkward situation. Indeed. Especially in a prominent family.
The understatement. Awkward situation. He's calling potential treason, illegitimate heirs, and the destruction of the Lannister dynasty an awkward situation. This is the nuclear option wrapped in politeness, especially in a prominent family. He's making it clear he's talking about her, the Lannisters, the royal family. He thinks he's just protected himself. He's demonstrated dangerous knowledge that makes him too valuable to eliminate. This is Littlefinger's survival strategy. Make yourself too dangerous to kill by knowing things that could destroy powerful people.
Prominent families often forget a simple truth. I've found.
Now he's lecturing her. This is extraordinary arrogance. He thinks he's won. He's demonstrated his value, intelligence network, and his danger, knowledge of incest. He's positioned himself as someone who must be tolerated. He thinks this is a checkmate.
And which truth is that?
She's giving him rope, letting him commit fully before she destroys his worldview.
Knowledge is power.
There it is, his entire philosophy. Information is leverage, secrets are currency. Know things others don't, and you have power over them. He just threatened the Queen Regent, and now he's explaining why that threat protects him, why he's untouchable. He thinks this is a checkmate. He's about to experience the most psychologically traumatic moment of his life.
Seize him.
No warning, no transition. 1 second, philosophical discussion. Next second, armed men grabbing him. What's happening in Littlefinger's brain? His amygdala, the fear center, just got activated, hard. This is a genuine life threat, and his nervous system floods with stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, norepinephrine. His prefrontal cortex, the reasoning, planning brain, goes offline. His body enters fight or flight mode. No room for clever schemes, just survival. Schema violation. Littlefinger expected immunity. He thought his knowledge protected him. His entire psychological model of how the world works just shattered. This is schema violation, when reality contradicts your fundamental understanding. It's cognitively destabilizing, disorienting, terrifying. The guards restrain Littlefinger and draw a blade to his neck. Cold steel against his throat, the most primal threat possible. The freeze response. He can't fight, multiple armed guards. Can't flee, they're holding him. So his nervous system enters the third fear response, freeze. He's immobilized, helpless, completely at mercy. For a man whose entire identity is built on control through information, this is psychological annihilation. His intelligence means nothing. His schemes mean nothing. His knowledge means nothing.
Cut his throat.
She's not threatening. She's commanding his execution. This is real. This is happening. The neuroscience. Littlefinger's brain is creating a flashbulb memory, an intensely vivid, emotionally charged memory that will be permanently encoded. Every detail burns into his neural pathways. The feeling of hands restraining him, the cold steel, Cersei's face. Her voice said, "Cut his throat." This isn't just memory. This is a trauma imprint. This is it. The smartest man in Westeros is about to be executed, and all his cleverness couldn't save him.
Stop. Wait. I've changed my mind. Let him go.
Like she's reconsidering dinner. Like his life is that trivial. That is meaningless. That subject to her whim. The psychological impact. This is intermittent reinforcement of trauma. She brought him to death's edge and pulled him back. This creates a trauma bond. His brain just associated Cersei with extreme danger and salvation. She nearly killed him, but also spared him. This creates a confusing, powerful emotional connection. From now on, part of Littlefinger will fear Cersei, and part will be grateful she didn't kill him. This is psychological control. You become both the danger and the safety. Littlefinger is released. Cersei walks toward him. He's released, but not okay. Hands shaking, heart racing, body flooded with stress hormones. He just experienced what his nervous system interpreted as imminent death. That doesn't disappear. The narcissistic injury. Beyond physical fear, there's psychological damage. His entire identity is built on being the smartest, most in-control person in any situation. He just got overpowered like a child, seized, held, threatened, made completely helpless. This is identity-level trauma. He didn't just face death, he faced the destruction of who he believes himself to be.
Step back 3 paces. Turn around. Close your eyes.
The dominance ritual. She's making him perform obedience through physical actions. Step back equals you're not worthy of proximity. Turn around equals present your back, make yourself vulnerable. Close your eyes equals eliminate your ability to see threats, become helpless. The psychosexual element. Turn around, close your eyes. This is the language of sexual submission. The position of vulnerability. The pose of someone about to be violated. Cersei isn't just dominating him politically, she's dominating him in a way with undertones of sexual humiliation. She's making him assume a position associated with victimization. This adds another trauma layer. It's not just, I was overpowered. It's, I was made to submit in a way that felt violated on multiple levels. Littlefinger complies. He obeys every command immediately, without hesitation. Learned helplessness. This is learned helplessness. When you experience total lack of control and learn resistance is futile. Littlefinger just learned. When Cersei gives orders, you obey. Resistance isn't an option. Compliance is your only choice. This lesson stays. Every time he sees Cersei after this, his body will remember. His amygdala will activate. He'll feel that fear response. She trained him through trauma.
Power is power.
3 words that destroy an entire worldview. Littlefinger said, knowledge is power. Cersei just proved why that's wrong. Power isn't knowledge or secrets. Power is the capacity to use force, the authority to give orders that are obeyed. Covert versus overt. Littlefinger uses manipulation and information, covert power that operates in shadows. Cersei uses authority and violence, overt power that operates in daylight. When they collide, overt wins, every time. Why? Covert power only works if your target chooses to be manipulated, if they value secrets more than satisfaction. Overt power doesn't require consent, just capacity to act. Cersei can kill Littlefinger and deal with the consequences. She's decided dominance matters more than secrecy. The truth. At the fundamental level, power is physical force. Everything else is negotiation. You can be smart, connected, and know secrets, but if someone with swords decides you're a problem and doesn't care about consequences, you die. Knowledge doesn't stop swords. Real power is violence or its credible threat. Everything else is just asking permission.
Do see if you can take some time away from your coins and your whores to locate the Stark Girl for me. I would very much appreciate it.
She reduces him to base desires, money, and sex. I know what you are. You're not sophisticated. You're just greedy and lustful. This is humiliation through reductionism. She strips away all pretense of him being a master strategist and recategorizes him as just another man driven by appetite. To locate the Stark Girl for me. No longer a favor, an order, a task from superior to subordinate. I would very much appreciate it. False courtesy, sarcastic politeness. She's sending him away like a servant given an errand. The function. This dismissal serves multiple purposes. Returns to normalcy, making the trauma feel surreal. Establishes the new dynamic. You're not my equal, you're my tool. Reinforces helplessness. Even after trauma, you still do what I say. Littlefinger has to leave. Shaken, humiliated, traumatized. Having learned everything he thought about power was dangerously wrong. What happens to Littlefinger? PTSD response. That blade at his throat created trauma memory. Every time he sees Cersei, his amygdala activates. His body remembers that fear. This is classical conditioning, his nervous system trained to associate Cersei with mortal danger. Narcissistic wound. His identity is built on being the smartest, most in control. He got overpowered, dominated, humiliated. His brain has to reconcile, I'm a master manipulator, with I was made helpless and afraid. Behavior change. After this, Littlefinger is more cautious around Cersei. He never directly threatens her again. He plays games but gives her wide berth. She successfully trained him through trauma. The dark irony. Cersei used overt power to control Littlefinger, but in doing so, she demonstrated exactly why covert power can be more sustainable. Yes, she won this encounter, but she made an enemy who will remember this humiliation and scheme against her when she's vulnerable. Overt power wins in the moment. Covert power wins in the long game. She won the battle, but by humiliating Littlefinger, she may have lost the war. Knowledge is power versus power is power isn't philosophy. It's the collision of covert manipulation versus overt force. And when they meet head-on, force wins. But victory has costs. Trauma creates enemies. Humiliation breeds resentment. The man you dominate through fear will spend his life looking for revenge. What's your take? Was Cersei right to dominate him this way? Or did she make a strategic mistake? Drop your thoughts below. If this changed how you see this scene, hit that like button and subscribe for more psychological analysis. Check the description for our Marjorie and Joffrey breakdown, another study in psychological warfare. The game is dark. The psychology is darker. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.